Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Classroom Champions Live. We are so happy to have you back today. For those of you who have been watching, you know that we are here today, every day, with our Classroom Champions mentors. My name is Emily Cook. I'm your host. I'm a three-time Olympian in the sport of freestyle aerial skiing, and I'm super happy to be here with you today for Feel Good Friday. So I kind of want to just start out by going through some of the amazing posts and pictures and people who have been watching and hanging out with us for the week. So if you guys were here all week, you know that at the beginning of the week, we had Mimi with us, and Mimi was doing yoga with us. We also had Sophia Herzog, and we had Jackson Payne, and they did Tasty Tuesday with us. So we have some of our friends at home watching. We did ants on a log with them, which was peanut butter and raisins and celery. Haley Daniels also taught us how to draw an octopus. So we have an octopus at home here as well. You guys, we love seeing your pictures come in, and we're so excited that you are at home doing all these activities with us. I believe this is Charlotte doing some yoga with us. The picture before was Griffin. And we have Zachary, who is drawing an octopus. And we had Leanna with us this week as well. So you guys, thank you so much. You guys are welcome to always put, oh, this is Elsef. Elsef had a birthday this week as well and spent the morning with us. So thanks so much. She's there learning her ukulele. So it has been an awesome week, and we are so happy to have all of our mentors here with us on a regular basis. So today we are going to go through all of the Classroom Champions Live subjects that we had this week. And we're going to ask you guys which ones your favorites were. We're going to check out your comments coming in, answer your questions, and we're going to have a really great time today. So let me go through the week a little bit. This Monday, we had Mimi with us, and Mimi is one of our Canadian sliders. She is a skeleton athlete, and we had so much fun doing yoga with her. Mimi shared with us that it's sometimes a little bit challenging to be at home. We know that all of you guys are at home right now and not at school and not seeing your friends like you're used to. But Mimi showed us a really nice way to calm down, to slow down a little bit and do some yoga, do some movement. So if you missed Mimi's on Monday, you can go back and do yoga with her whenever you would like. On Tasty Tuesday, we had Jackson and Sophia. They taught us how to make a parfait. They taught us how to do ants on a log, and that was so much fun. On Wisdom Wednesday, we had one of our college athletes from the College of William and Mary. We had Nyla Pollard with us. Nyla talked to us about routine and how important it is, especially when we're home, to stick with a routine and to get moving every day. And then on Creative Kids Thursday with Haley, I don't know about you guys, but I learned how to draw an octopus, which was so much fun. Haley's going to be back with us next week as well, and she's going to show us how to draw something else. But today, you guys, we have a very special treat. We have with us, there he is, Team USA shot putter, Jon Jones. Jon, welcome, and thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Hey, Jon, I hear something in the background. Who is that?
That's my little puppy, Ripley.
Hi, Ripley. Oh, good morning. What a good pup. Oh, she's so cute, Jon. Thanks for sharing her with us. All of our regular Classroom Champions watchers know that Winston, who's my pup, often comes down and says good morning, but he's not really a morning dog. So right now he's upstairs asleep. So Jon, you do what you need with Ripley. If she needs to come sit with you, she can. The kids love to see her. Hey, Jon.
She might need to.
Absolutely. Go get her. Go get her. Good morning, Mrs. Renchie's class. Hey, Jon, what I know is that, oh my goodness, Ripley is so cute. I know that you have a lot of students at home who are watching. So I want to give a big shout out to your classroom. So I know we have Mrs. Hudwitzki's. Oh my gosh, I want to make sure I say that right. Mrs. Hudzikwit's class in Germany. It's evening right now. So those of you who are there watching with us, good morning. And then we also have Mrs. Renchie's class. Jon, what do you have to say to your students?
I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe and happy and healthy. And I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are making it through this hard time right now.
Awesome. Well, some of the people watching today might not know you from before. So, let's give a huge shout out to Owen first. Owen is turning 13 tomorrow and is watching today.
Owen.
So, hi, Owen. Great
Hey,
to see
Owen.
you. Hey,
Happy early
John,
birthday.
happy early birthday. I want to also tell the people who are at home a little bit about you because some of them might not know you yet. So, I'm going to put up a little bit of video, and can you tell us a little bit about your sport?
Yeah, so my sport is the shot put, and basically I throw a 16-pound ball as far as I can while staying in a 7-foot circle and trying to keep the shot put in the sector lines.
Oh, very cool. And what else does it take to do that? So we're showing you here in the gym. Where is that gym? What are you doing? Tell us a little bit about it.
So that gym is at the Olympic Training Center. I'm
Okay.
doing a high snatch pull off of boxes. So this teaches an explosion through the lower body up through. So it's a triple extension basically. And a lot of people mistake the shot put for having like it comes from the arms, but the majority of it comes from our legs. We generate that torque and speed through our legs.
Got it. So what kind of other stuff, you're home right now, right? Just like the
Yeah,
kids at home, you're not able to train with your teammates and your coaches, which is really challenging. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things that you do for your normal routine? I think John is wrangling Ripley a little bit here, but tell
sorry.
us a little bit about your normal routine. And what I would love is for you to get up, get the kids moving, and show them some of the
Yes.
things that you do on a regular basis in the morning, just like movement.
So I'll give you guys a little run through.
All right.
I
Hey, while
like
John is
to,
getting set up, I'm going to just do a couple shout outs. Does that sound good? All right. So Tanya's here with us. Mrs. Renchi is here. Um, Mrs. Hudzikowitz is here. Can you tell me if I'm saying your name wrong? I really think I am, but I'm not sure. And I'm so sorry if I am. We have Stephanie Sanave here. We have Stephanie here. Ashley is here. And Lori is here and Aubrey is here. Good morning, you guys. We're so happy to have all of you. All right, John, you look ready to go. Can you and Ripley show us
ready.
what you do in the morning?
Let's do it. So, well, main thing I do is try to keep her calm down, getting her exercise.
That's your
But
morning
no,
routine.
no, I like to just when I sleep, I roll around a ton. So I wake up and my back and body's kind of tight and everything. So I do some twists just to loosen up the back a little bit. Do about 10 of those. I like to swing my arms back and forth, really loosen up like the shoulders. They just feel really loose. And like open up the chest, the back. And I usually take it down. I'll do like a nice like stretch for the hamstrings and glutes. Just kind of a lot of people say not to bounce into it. I don't know why I like to, but it just feels a little bit better for me. Come up, I do a little more spinning, turning, go back
Ripley
down.
is really helping you out there.
Yeah, she is trying to eat my fingers. So basically do that. Down, girl. Good girl. Then usually once I get a bunch of that in, I'll move down a little bit more. So I'm stretching more of my adductors and inner quads. I'll go down, stretch a little bit more, go to each side. Do this about 5-6 times. Play
So
with
John,
Ripley
can
on
you
the
tell us,
way back.
John, can you tell us what, keep going, keep moving, but tell us what you do if you're not feeling motivated to get moving in the morning and how you feel after you keep doing these exercises.
So right now, especially the motivation is kind of hard, knowing that you know everyone has to stay home. We don't have Olympics this summer. We don't have we don't really have a season this year, so it's kind of hard to stay motivated. But luckily, again, taking it back to Ripley, she wakes me up and makes sure that I get up. So, and I got to play with her. She's gonna be wild. But either way, I just like to think about the opportunity I've been given to be able to compete and train and compete for the greater good, which is competing for the USA. So I try not to take it for granted. And I know this is hard times. So right now it's best we could do is just to keep going and keep your mindset on a level plane and, hold out hope for everything, but just going and, pushing through it. But another thing I like to do when I'm going is my core is a huge part of throwing, huge part of athletics. Any sport, you need a strong core. So I usually go. I'll see if she'll let me do this.
Puppies make doing
I don't know
core
if
a
you can
little
see
harder,
me.
don't they?
Yeah,
We can see you.
I don't know what it's called, but I think it's like you just go out here and you go across. So I'm using crossed and stay tight. Trying to breathe while I do it. Switch sides. After I do that, I go down and I do some dead bugs, just like this.
Oh, the dead bugs. Ripley loves the dead bugs. That one's my favorite.
Ow. So yeah, so that's how I usually warm up and get going throughout the day. Yeah, back to motivation and being able to, motivate myself. Doing these little workouts or just warming up at all definitely helps a ton, just to get you going, get some blood flow. Stop that. It hurts. And
Perfect.
but yeah, I got a little sweat going right now. It's a little warm in
Nice.
here.
Awesome. Well, I hope everybody at home did as well. Let us know if you did those dead bugs with Jon, because they looked like all sorts of fun. If you don't have a puppy chasing after you, it might be a little bit easier, but if you do, it might be a little bit more fun. So Jon, on Tasty Tuesday, sorry, you're putting Ripley away, but that's perfect. I'll just chat through it anyways. On Tasty Tuesday, Tiffany Parker comes on and she leads people through how to come up with some healthy snacks and why that makes your body feel good. It doesn't just make your body feel good, but it also makes your mind feel good. Can you show us what you're snacking on today and why it's important to stay healthy even when you're at home?
Yeah, so these are very common. You can find them anywhere. Nature Valley protein bars, 10 grams of protein. It's got peanut butter and dark chocolate. These are amazing. I love these. They're quick, quick to eat, good energy, and they're fairly healthy for you too. Probably got a little bit more sugar than they should, but I enjoy a little bit of sugar here and there.
Hey, every once in a while, it's perfect. Tiffany always talks about our red, yellow, and green light food. So I don't know, maybe that's a yellow light food. It's not a candy bar, but it's maybe not an apple as well. So I like having a granola bar every once in a while as well. Jon Elsef wants to know if your doggy always helps you with your exercises.
For the past couple of weeks, she has.
I bet. Nice. And Miss Nociar thinks that you guys make a great comedy duo. So I do also.
Thank you.
All right. So on Wisdom Wednesday, you guys, we had Nyla Pollard, our William and Mary basketball player. She was so much fun. She led us through some movement as well. But she also talked to us a little bit about routine. And, when we're home, our routine is a little bit off, right? You're good. Go get her. Go get her. Go get Ripley. When you're home, your routine is a little bit off, right? So you guys at home might be used to going to school every day. You might be used to seeing your friends every day. And, when you're home, that's a little bit different. So Nyla talked to us about having a routine when you're home and how important that is. Yes, of course, it has to be a little bit flexible, especially if you have a puppy at home. We like to adapt. And it is kind of the puppy show. I actually have Winston next to me as well this morning, you guys. But yeah, sometimes you have to adapt, and that's not a problem. So you showed us, Jon, a little bit of what your routine is like. On Thursday, Haley Daniels showed us how to make an octopus. Jon, can you tell us, do you have any creative outlets?
Yeah, so I enjoy drawing quite a bit. I need to since we have a lot more time now, I have a little bit more time to get back into it. But other than that, I like to game. I know a lot of kids like the game as well. Just playing anything. I like to keep my mind stimulated, and gaming definitely helps.
Perfect. And how about if you were to do a different sport than your own, what sport would you do?
Does it have to be Olympic sport or is it just any sport?
Any
Well,
sport.
golf would probably, I know it's an Olympic sport, but golf, I think, would honestly be my other sport. I love golf.
Nice. I'm learning to golf myself.
Really?
But it takes a lot of time, right? And
It
as an
does.
athlete, I wanna be good at it right away. So
Yep.
what kind of techniques do you use maybe to, help me with my golfing? What kind of techniques do you use when you're not good at a new sport or a new thing right away?
Um, so golf is definitely frustrating in itself. Golf's one of those sports where it's going to take one shot for you to really get hooked to it. You'll hit it like an eagle or stick the green on a par three or something really close to the hole, and that'll get you hooked to it. But I think with golf, just being able to understand that it's a difficult sport. It's one of those. It's a give and a take sport. So you gotta, you know, learn from your mistakes. That's probably one of the bigger things. Is a lot of people like to Ripley. No, come here.
Well, while you're talking to Ripley, I'm gonna introduce y'all to Winston. Winston, come here. Oh, there he is, guys. So it's just the puppy show today, really. It is just the puppy show. That is just what Friday is gonna be. It's Feel Good Friday. So, we're gonna bring our dogs along. For me, definitely golfing takes a lot of patience, and I think that's really relatable for anyone at home watching. John and I had great careers in sports where we were one of the best in the world, but then when we try something new, it's really challenging, right? John, what was one of your favorite things to do when you were a kid?
So I actually love swimming. My mom was a swimmer, so she had me in a swim team like when I was really young, and I really enjoyed like just going anywhere, just going to the pool and swimming laps, which is funny. But yeah, I really enjoyed swimming. I played soccer as well. I also just I skateboarded, BMX'd. I did a lot of I was all over the place. I enjoyed just being outside, having
Yep.
fun.
Yep, so good. So coming from the healthy living conversation, a lot of our guests at home love learning about the healthy snacks. And let's see, who is it? Oh, Stephanie wants to know. Stephanie wants to know how healthy Ripley is when she eats. It looks like she's pretty healthy and she has a lot of energy, you guys, don't you think?
She is very healthy when she eats. She's got a good puppy chow. I give her just being crazy.
That's what puppies do. Puppies are crazy.
Yes, she is. I give
Nice.
her she loves these fried chicken treats. She absolutely goes crazy for them.
Perfect. All right. Well, I have one more question for you before you get to go back and spend all of your time with Ripley. Tell me, what was your most happy memory of being an athlete? Or can you remember anything from childhood about being an athlete that really made you happy?
So I'd say my greatest memory of being an athlete is probably winning NCAA's. Was definitely the greatest thing for me. But just being around friends, like learning friendships, learning the camaraderie from sports. That's probably one of my favorite memories. Just had a lot of good friends from sports.
I agree. I think that was one of my favorite things as well. And being able to travel and meet people from all over the world was one of my favorite things out there. Last question. I know I said that was the last question, but I want to get to this one. Do you do any winter sports?
So I did. Growing up, I snowboarded quite a bit.
Nice.
But that was about it. I rode automobiles too, coming from up north. That's about it.
Perfect. All right. Well, we are going to close it off with a challenge. I would love, John, for you to come back and answer all the questions we didn't get to afterwards. And you guys can put more questions here. Guys, John has answered some amazing questions today. We want to hear more of them. So feel free to put them in the comments. And John, thank you so much. We're going to let you get back to Ripley. And everybody, you guys know that if you want to see more of these videos, if you want to learn more about our athletes, you can always go to teach.classroomchampions.org. John, thank you so much for your time today. Thanks to everybody watching for all your questions. And we promise we will get them answered later today. So keep them coming in. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you.